and I'm all ready to rock and roll. Listen, if you can bring the slides up there, Scott, take them up full screen. I'm going to take it back a couple of slides to right here. This is where school gave us valuable knowledge. However, school never taught us how to alter the old paradigm. Therefore, we do not do what we already know how to do. I want all the managers or supervisors or anyone that is managing people, where they go and they explain to the person exactly how to do it, and they go back and they didn't do it, and they said, well, I showed you how to do it. And they said, I know. Why didn't you do it? I don't know. But I showed you how. I know. But why didn't you do it? I don't know. They don't know why. See, they know, but they don't know. On the conscious level, bring it back up, Scott. On a conscious level, they're getting it, but on a subconscious, they're not. So here you got a person graduating, maybe from university, big degrees, superior knowledge, but they're getting inferior results. That causes a lot of confusion and frustration in the mind. Now let's take a look at the graphic illustration. Here's a person with all the knowledge they learned in school, they got the degrees, and yet they're not cutting it. They're not earning the money. They're not getting the jobs. They're not doing the job. The result they're getting are not in sync with all the knowledge they've got, all the degrees they've got. Where's the problem? Well, the problem lies right here, baby. The results are caused by the paradigm, not all the knowledge. See, the knowledge is in your conscious mind. It's in your intellect. We spent all this time raising a person's level of intellect. Very important, very important. Get the degrees. And we forgot to raise their level of awareness, conscious awareness. Now look here for a moment. If you want to change your results, it's absolutely essential you change the paradigm. And to change the paradigm, you got to know what you're doing. And that's what we're teaching. So let's keep going here. Remember we said here yesterday, this is like magic. If you do the math repetitiously, you reprogram your paradigm. You have no idea how many times I divide, multiply, subtract. I'm playing with the numbers. I mentioned yesterday, I have gone from all the way from Toronto to Kuala Lumpur. I was going over there once a month, every month. It's 25 hours in the air, one way. Another 25 coming back. I would spend that entire trip playing with the calculator. At the time, I didn't understand what I was doing. I was really reprogramming my subconscious mind. It trained me to look at a million totally different. And that's when, one day, I was on the plane, and I wrote down a million. I thought, what the hell is the difference in people that earn a million? I'd earned a million, and I'm trying to figure the difference. The difference is in their own consciousness. It's in their own consciousness. And I'm going to tell you something. I don't know any millionaires that have got one income. Millionaires have multiple sources of income. That's essential. I think, I'm always asked, what do you think of network marketing? I think if it didn't exist, we should invent it. I think it's a great idea. It accepts anyone. Anyone can go in. And you know something? It's multiple sources of income. It's a beautiful concept. Now look at. I mentioned this yesterday. Here's a young lady here we used as an example. You might have to quit what you're doing. If you really don't like what you're doing, get out of it, for God's sake. Fall in love with something. Do what you absolutely love doing. If you really don't like what you're doing, you're not in harmony with it. You're not in harmony. Find something else to do. Look at. A lot of people are afraid to quit their job because then what would they do? I was thinking of this last night after I taught this. I was teaching the vacuum law of prosperity in a seminar at the Hyatt Hotel in downtown Toronto. And we had in our kitchen a sofa, a little coffee table, and a couple of chairs. And they were wicker. They were really, I sort of liked them. Well, anyway, we were teaching the vacuum law of prosperity. I said, if you don't like something, you should get rid of it. I went home one day, and this was all gone from the kitchen. I said, where'd it go? They said, we threw it out. Why? We didn't like it. You said to create a space for the good you desire. We created the space. That's the way it works. You've got to create a space for the good that you desire. Well, sometimes when you're in a job you don't like, and you say, well, I'll stay there till I find something. No, quit. Quit. Get the hell out of it. And sit and think, what do I really love doing? That's what you want to do. Remember, nature abhors a vacuum. There's a vacuum law of prosperity. You've got to make room for the good that you